part one of my style of the week. This week I'm going to do a braid out. Let me put in this picture. So this is the type of braid out that I'm going for. Very defined braid out. So on my hair right now, this is how I stretched my hair. And I stretched my hair with some leave-in cream. I believe it's called the African Pride moisturizing something African Pride. And yeah, now I'm going to take these out and comb through my hair and install the and I'm going to install the braids for the braid out. So they're kind of already looking very similar to that image just because I I already did braids, so it's gonna look very similar, but it's not gonna be that perfect because I was just doing that just to stretch my hair. I'm just using a white tooth comb. And honestly, when I put these braids in, my hair was tangled. I like washed my hair. I didn't detangle it or anything. I just put the braids in. So now this is like the first time I'm detangling it. So I'm being very slow. And I added a lot of the leave-in cream, the leave-in lotion, cream, whatever you want to call it. But the real thing about getting the best braid outs is you have to start with moisturized, properly taken care of hair. If you don't, no style is gonna turn out right. I'm literally about to film a video why your braid outs and twist outs don't come out well. Cause I see a lot of girls are like, "Oh, you have such a good curl pattern. That's why your braid outs and twist out turn out well." Like, girl, I have 4B, 4C hair. Like, I don't know what that means. Hi. And after I got my big chop, I'm telling you, like, if you're struggling with your hair, none of your styles are turning out, you might have to get a big chop. And I went to so many hairstylists, they're like, your hair's so healthy, you don't need a big chop. But I would go like this to my hair and it'll be smooth, smooth, smooth. And then I would get to the ends and it would be so rough. I was like, oh no, I need a big chop. I had to find a whole nother hairstylist. Not just one, like three. I forgot to turn the top fans off, but it's all good. My hair's getting so much more healthy. We got one more to comb out, and then we're gonna start installing the braids. To be and that's just fix my hair. Yeah, see, like my hair is not detangling. Look at that. Ooh, Lordy, lordy. I'm trying to avoid putting my hair on my skin because that is breaking me out. Okay. Okay. So now that I have my hair fully detangled, look, it's moisturized. You can see it's moisturized, but the ends are a little bit dry. So, yeah. Okay. We are going to section the hair into two. I'm trying to avoid sectioning it always going the same way. So I'm gonna go like, instead of going directly in the middle, I'm trying to give my middle a pause, especially like right here. Because every time I part my hair, it's like either halfway or halfway, either way that it's intersecting right here. So I'm trying to stop doing that. Give that section a little break. Mm, thank you. I'm growing it out. I'm growing it out. Hopefully, I just got my last big chop a couple of months ago. Hopefully, I don't have to get any more. So for this style, I'm going to be doing kind of smaller braids because the smaller you do, the more defined they're going to be, and the less you have to stretch them or separate them. And the separating of them really is what causes the frizz. So they're going to be about this big, maybe a little bit smaller. So I'm just gonna part this one with my fingers just to avoid too much tension. And always use these satin scrunchies. If you don't have them, they're on Amazon and they stop your hair from pulling. It doesn't like when you take them out, you won't see all your hair wrapped around them and all the other stuff that comes with it. So I'm just gonna do 2 puffs. So the product that I'm using tonight is going to be the Crazy Sexy Curl by the Dew. This is such a great product. It is a detangler, conditioner, definer, hold, and shine. So it's like it's all in one. I'm trying to think, how do I want these to be? I'm gonna do about this big of sections. So baby. And then I'm just gonna focus the products a lot on the ends and to the mid shot. That's enough for this whole section. I'm just gonna squeeze it into the hair and then rake it through and then squeeze. A lot of people's twist out don't turn out good because or braid outs or whatever natural styles because you're using way too much product. If your hair is drinking all the products you're putting in immediately, then your hair is dehydrated. You see that? It's like my hair absorbed the products, but you can still see it's like kind of sitting on top a little bit because my hair is really hydrated for my moisturizing routine. And I do have a full moisturizing routine on my channel already. You can type in dry to moisturized hair. I believe that's what the video is called. And it's really short. It's like 14 minutes long, but it's my full wash day routine. I'm gonna comb it through. And I'm gonna braid it in the direction that I want it to fall when I take it out. A little bit more on the end. Okay, this is another huge problem. So when you get to the end, you don't have the same amount. I like to just take it like this and start twisting it to the bottom. If these two are about the same, I might take a little bit out and make them the exact same, and then I'll just twist it to the bottom. These are small, so it's going to be, these are pretty small braids. So they're going to be really small twist out braid outs. I just try to get my ends to be like, you see the difference between this and this? I just try to get my ends to look as much like the mid shafts as possible. If it's not, it's dried out. And that will affect the end results the most because that's what basically shows when you do the braid outs and twist outs, especially if your hair is the length of mine or shorter. You won't really see the middle of it. It's an afro, so you're gonna really just see the ends. So you have to really focus on the ends when you are installing them. You see that? They look a little bit better. You really have to just massage it in. Because I have really high density hair, so sometimes not all the hair gets the product until you completely moisturize it. Soon I'm gonna get the Rev Air. Once I get the Rev Air, I'm so excited about that. Try to do even sections and make sure they're all the same length. I don't think on this one I'm gonna have to do a twist at the bottom. Is it pretty good? I'm gonna put two more in. So basically two in the front of the ear, two behind the ear. I'm gonna do probably 1, 2, 3, 4. So probably like 16 braids. On a dismal day, Bob's ice cream van. Although he had big ambitions, his socials lacked creative vision. That bad? Maybe famine appetite. Making the funniest. Okay. As you can see, I'm not putting any product onto my roots. I'm putting them on the end and massaging it up. Okay, so let me actually comb this out. So this here is at an angle. It's not that much of an angle, but it is that much of an angle for when you put in the braid. So you have to make sure that the pieces are all the same length. So I like to part it this way instead of the other way. And just check. These are about the same. And then I'm just going to separate these into half, into each. Smooth it. Braid with the comb. Smooth it. Make sure it looks really smooth. Smooth it. Then I'm gonna start twisting. Why does my ends look straight? Let's just say it's because of The braid, I just had it. I think I'm gonna take these out in like 48 hours. I'm gonna let them probably sit in for 40 hours just so they can fully dry. Let me put this in my car. The parts don't have to be perfect. It honestly is better to make them more of squiggly lines so that when you take them out, it doesn't look like complete, like you can't see the complete parts. Let's do two in this section. Probably two or three. Let's see. I think this could be one. And I think this should be two. Yeah. So let's start with the back one.
Not much longer now, and I will also take to the skies. Me too.
Got you.
Just be alone. Just wait and see. If you win.
So I literally just put two pumps per section. I love this song. I'm trying to not play it too loud so I don't get copyright. But I'm trying to see if my hair has grown since my big chop. I got a big chop February 13th, so today's like April 15th. So let's see, it's been March, April, March. February to March was 1 month, March, April, it's been 2 months. So I should have grown like 1 inch of hair. Yesterday I put a lot of water in my hair when I was installing my braids to stretch my hair. So I'm not putting any water in there today. And yesterday also was my wash day. So this is another section that has two different lengths, so you have to be very cautious about that. when installing these braids. So I'm gonna do the braid parting this way. Making sure that all are about the same length. And just to further make sure they end up being the same length, I'm gonna start by taking the longest section and putting that over the shortest section to start the braid. So I'm gonna put it this way and then through. And then take the smallest section, the easiest path. If that makes sense. So that way you can braid all the way to the bottom when they're not the same length. These are way different lengths. So instead of just, I'm going to literally part it and add a little bit of length and I'll turn to this one. I'm still trying to do that again. Three different lengths, so I'm gonna combine two and twist it all the way through the bottom. Okay, last one for this section.
If you use Babbel, you would. Fast, station-based techniques teaches you words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world, with lessons
I literally forgot my hello.
speakers. Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/Spotify. Spell BABBL.com/Spotify. Those restrictions may apply. I'm Serena Williams.
Don't you hate when people move your stuff? I do.
Year, GLP-1s, diet, and exercise. On Row, you can access GLP-1 options, including the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss. Go to row.com/Williams to see if you qualify. 14 to 20% average weight loss in 1 year in non-diabetics, obesity, or overweight. Medical condition versus 2.2% to 3.1%. Street side effects. Row.com. First question. What is your aspiration in life?
If them ends looking dry, your style's gonna turn out fried. See that big difference? I try use this one kind of has a little bit of bump at the top. I really tried to avoid that and make it tight at the top because one, that causes tingling, and the point of doing this is to have a stretch style. So the hair is stretched, it won't curl in on itself. Two, it makes the style more elongated and less of an afro, which I don't mind having the afro, but sometimes I wish I missed when my hair was longer and all of my styles didn't turn into an afro immediately. I'm gonna go into this song. Taking out both. See, the ends are so dry. Now they're not dry. Only with the one product, that crazy sexy curl, all in one. This product lasts me probably like I probably get like one bottle a month, maybe every 2 months. But this is the main product that I use. I also have other products by the Dew, but that one is definitely my favorite. So we're about almost halfway done. Almost halfway done. So if I would have parted it like this, these braids wouldn't turn out right because the front of the hair is a complete different length than this part. And this would be one section of the braid and this would be another. So instead of parting it this way, I'm going to part it this way. So that all the braids can be just about the same length, right? So I'm gonna part it with my finger. And then I'm gonna take the shortest section and first I'm going to twist it up, and then stuff. I don't put this in my purse. My phone is so messy playing Toy Lanes and Megan back to back. I don't know if I'm a subscriber to the belief that the back of my hair is none of my business. I try to make the back of my hair look good too. Let me just finish up the back real fast and then we'll wrap it up at the front. This takes like an hour. If I wasn't on live, it probably would have took me an hour. I'll just sit down and watch TV and do these, but since I'm on live and I'm talking through the process, takes a little bit longer. Just gonna finish up this one in the back, and then we're gonna put in these ones. So I'm gonna do like not necessarily a middle part, but like a slightly off center part. You can see I kind of did it at an angle. So it's gonna be the rest of these ones are gonna go this way. So let's put in this one and in the back. I'm basically using 2 or 3 pumps per section of the Beat Collection Supercharged foam. I really want to see actually how the Bonita Afro Bomb would do with my hair in this state. For this back section, I think I'm going to use a little bit of this. Just in this one section. See, my phone keeps playing Tory Lanez Make the Sign. Tory Lanez Make the Sign. That is so messy. No, it doesn't do as good as the Crazy Sexy Curl. It still has that um dry hair look a little bit. I'm gonna add a couple more pumps. It's like you literally just have to massage it into the hair. I see a lot of people they just put it on and then start braiding. That's another problem. So like, why doesn't it turn out good? The products don't work in my hair. Like that's like putting lotion on and just like wiping it and then being like, okay, I'm done, and putting your clothes on. Like it doesn't really work like that. Put one more here. Then I'm going to do this one section actually. This little section before how dry it is. And it's so easy to snap off. Like, oof. Okay, now we just have this front section left. This section left. And the back is done. I'm gonna part this into two. Part that into two. And then work on this.
Pick up the real victory. Safe.
Mm-mm.
Look, bundle and save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, Sleep is there. You've been to a fertility clinic. The results haven't been what you hoped for. Feeling lost isn't uncommon, but there is always hope. IVF MD, South Florida's leading fertility clinic, offers free second opinion consultations. Their compassionate team will review your records, discuss your unique needs, and explore new possibilities together with you. Visit IVFMD.com to schedule your consultation. IVFMD, where hope is rekindled. Want $1,000 weight loss medication for $50? It all starts with Rose free GLP-1 insurance check.
I don't know.
Then relax. Over 200,000 people have qualified for a $50 copay through Roe. Go to roe.co/Spotify. Half of covered patients have a $50 per month copay or less for medication, plus $145 monthly Roe membership fee. Deductible cost may apply, and final cost varies by insurance plan. For safety information about GLP-1 medications, including box warning, go to roe.co/safety. RX only.
Pull up double lock. This get real rocky. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to do probably 3 in this section. got three. Complete change. I think I could take this green screen image off now. This hair is still not Alex moisturized. I would like it to be. So I'm gonna add 1 or 2 more pumps. About 1.5 more pumps. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna spray my hair with some green tea, and then that will be some green tea, and then I'm going to put some mango shea butter on my ends, and that will be the last moisturizing thing that I do for my hair for the week. And then next Tuesday, I will do my wash day again. Hair that has some heat damage that I've been trying to recover. So we're gonna check on that right now when I put this product in. So start with 3 pumps. This hair is so high density right here that I'm literally gonna take my time working it in. Yeah, like you can't even see any scalp when I go like this. This is the thickest area of my hair. So I put 3 pumps and it's still not fully moisturized. It's not rubbed all the way in, but I can tell immediately that's not going to be enough product in my hair. So I'm going to add some more. And you can add water instead of adding more product to get it moisturized. But just for me today, I don't want to add water. I added my first of all, when I started my hair today, it still was a little bit wet from yesterday. Um, but I just didn't really want to add water. I added a whole 16 ounces of water to my hair yesterday, and I did my wash day yesterday. I'm not putting any sealants in my hair today because I want to re-moisturize my hair tomorrow just to get it as hydrated as possible. Starting to get through this the ends good of that. Anyway. I didn't see any damage to that section, luckily. I think the treatment is working. I've been using the K18 molecular repair mask on this section. Well, on my whole head, but focusing on this section to repair that damage, so hopefully it's working. I had my second treatment yesterday, and I don't see any damage. Let's check this section. I'm not seeing it. I think that is it right here. But you can see the curls coming back a little bit. Yeah, you can only see it a little tiny bit. The heat damage is basically gone, so definitely like K18 mask, molecular repair mask definitely works. Oh, here you go. You can see it a little bit here. But the curls are coming back to the ends, so I'm confident it's gonna come back here as well. Trying to avoid cutting it again. I already cut some. I think I don't remember where exactly I cut them, but I already cut some in this section.
You see it if it's near you against the world, and so be it. Okay, give me that. I get all of my
Gonna combine these two sections and twist down the bottom. Okay. Now we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 sections.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access
So these are the ends before.
to a world of Capital One Venture X.
The booty pumps. There's a girl.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for perfume. To perfume me? I got you. Zero moisturizer. Or moisturizer serum. Let's get into layering. I can see. Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched. There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora. Let's
Oh my gosh, I just cut my finger. That's where I just saw a lot of blood.
Fixable. Combining robotics and
Oh, no, that's a sick kind of already hurt.
effectively. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go. Shoes make you 6 feet tall. Everybody wants you can have them all.
I know what you need. See, that is moisturized hair. And I really like to make sure that it's not just sitting on top of the hair, but it's actually in the hair. You know what I mean? We keep it simple, baby. Two more. Let's actually do this front one first. I think that should be enough. I'm gonna put a little bit more in this section. You can see like it's already absorbing majority of the product. So it's definitely going to be fully absorbed by Friday when I take these out. So I'm gonna take these out either probably like Friday afternoon. I'll come back on live with y'all. Why is this looking okay? It's not really looking like a middle part, but it look is looking like a middle part. Okay. So final step I like to do is just fill all of them, make sure that they all feel moisturized all the way through. This side already feels dry. So I really could take these out in the morning, but I'm still gonna leave them in. So you see it's already looking pretty good. We'll take them out. But I'm still gonna obviously keep them in. I'm gonna do a little bit of a 3-strand twist on the bottom of my hair. Okay, that's basically all we're gonna do. Now tomorrow I'm going to spray some green tea in my hair. Like literally green tea that you buy from the store because of the caffeine. It stimulates blood circulation. So I'm gonna spray that focusing on my scalp, but I'm also gonna spray it down the shafts of my hair because I notice when I do use that my hair feels a lot more moisturized. So and it looks a lot more shiny. So I'm gonna use that tomorrow. And then I'm gonna put on some of my mango shea butter blend that I made, and I do have a video for that on my channel. It is my latest upload. It's called like DIY hair growth oil, top products all over the world. So I'm gonna put some of that on my hair for the sealant. And then I'm gonna take them out on Friday. So today's Wednesday. I just installed them. Thursday, spray the product, and if it feels a little bit of dry, I'm gonna put on some of this Bonita Afro Balm. Maybe. This is more of a sealant in itself. So maybe not this. I might do a little bit more of the Crazy Sexy Curl, honestly, because I have a little bit left in this bottle. So I probably will just put some more of that and then put on the sealant. And then on Friday, I'll be back on live with you guys and I'll take it out. So thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.